sorry for that. New computer, it still has its moments. Hopefully, that is the last of it. Okay. I'm just gonna get right into painting. What's going on here in the chat? Need a second computer for streaming. Another PC for streaming. Streaming to your Switch. Not streaming. Hello, Henry. Hi, Faye. You missed our little technical error there for a second. I was watching some of your blog videos today while I was getting some stuff prepped for the next couple paintings. Like your blogs are like so like they feel like very nostalgic for some reason. Like I can tell that they're like on the like newer side or whatever. Like they're not like super old your blog videos, but like they feel very nostalgic somehow. There's like a very like rainy day, homey, even when it's sunny, coziness to them. That is still too loud. Oh my god. Nope. 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 Got down some more clouds. You like my lights in the back? It's actually a set of two that are like hanging from the very top of the wall. Oh wait, I don't think it's saved. You Hey, ha. Blow out my ears now. Okay. We are ready to paint some more. I'm going to do line work into her little top. What do I call it? Not really a corset. I don't know what you would call it. Not a vest. Top of her dress. Like how nonchalant I just roll in. Well, I was fixing the stupid extension on the computer, and I don't wanna, like, mess with my scenes and switch cameras any more than I have to in case that decides to freeze the computer up again. I was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna be out of the camera frame for just a second. No harm, no foul." Anything to, turn the volume down on that sound alert. Sleep evades you. They chunk. Well, for the Americans that are here, I hope that your Turkey Day was fun. Your, Indigenous Peoples Day or Thanksgiving or however you wanna call it. It was alright. It wasn't exactly a turkey day, though. Dylan has duty today, but I mistakenly thought it was yesterday, so I didn't get any Thanksgiving preparation stuff ahead of time. Okay, well, I know that you probably know what Thanksgiving is, but I know that you guys don't celebrate it, so the question wasn't quite relevant to you, and I didn't wanna, like, lump you in with everybody because I know better. I mean, it's a distinctly American holiday, so you have American relatives, so your family does? Oh, okay. I see. Roxy's behind me giving her lamb chop bath. It sounds disgusting. Oh, the mask isn't working. That sucks. I worked on that today too, and for some reason the mask isn't working. Whatever. Getting some playtime in when you're supposed to be having your duty nap. Oh my god. She plays so rough. She is a forever puppy. I feel like sometimes my streams are less about painting and more about me just like more just like us talking than any painting. Like sometimes I get a ton of painting done, and then other times I'm just talking. Like some days I'm just really distracted, I guess. I mean, yes, that's true. Especially today. I'm especially distracted because I wanted to start the next couple paintings in this series. So like I wasn't really in the mood to work on this one. I wanted to work on one of the next ones, but didn't work out. We played Terraria for 5 hours. What's Terraria? Is it like a Chickens know we're closed. You're not gonna explain Terraria? Okay, that's fine. If I remember, I'll Google it later. It would take too long. Fair enough. It sounds familiar. I can't think of, what it probably is. Like, I know I've heard that name before. People call it the second Minecraft. Okay. That kind of explains it a bit. Oh, 2D, not second. Sorry. So, rearranging my studio was like a pros and cons kinda thing. I like how the room is set up more, and I like that you guys get to see my fun little wall behind me, but I don't like how all my cameras and broadcasting equipment is set up like this. Like, all my equipment used to be, like, more spread out, and now not. Henry's playing with his cat thing behind me. His little purple wheel. I guess what I really needed to do all along was just have it in the middle of the floor. Oh, he heard a noise. Did you do that time, or did he? Oh, my music wasn't playing the whole time. I was wondering why it felt so quiet. But yesterday was kind of fun. I probably should have used the time to work on preparing art stuff, but instead I cooked, but I didn't cook Thanksgiving stuff. I cooked beignets all day. And the day before that I made Hungarian dish called pepperkosh chicken. You ate them all the beignets? Yeah, I've been snacking on the other batch today, especially once I figured out that if I put them in the toaster oven, they crisp up real nice, even though they're, like, technically a day old. You'll eat those too? You're greedy. You're greedy today, aren't you? And you feel dead after? Maybe you shouldn't be so greedy. So many beignets. What are you doing, Henry? He's really playful today for some reason. It was all you ate today before you came home. Well, I mean, you could have had banana bread. That would have been more substantial than beignets. That had some like whole oats in it and everything. So I had one little slice of banana bread that I made for breakfast. And I was full for a good long while. Missed out. You were in a hurry and you just grabbed an entire extra large container of beignets. Camera all messed up again? Uh-oh. Okay. I think I fixed it. get to find out that 30 Mango's painting finally made it home safe and sound, and they're very happy with it. So that was really good news to have today. If nothing unexpected comes up with the new computer, I think I want to use some of the funds from 30 Mango's commission. And I want to maybe get a little like screen printing kit to screen print some of my older paintings onto like canvas totes or t-shirts or something. I think that would be really fun. Just gotta like look and see if I'm overestimating how far those funds would stretch or not. And I'm gonna be opening this thing called Prone. I'm gonna connect it to Twitch. It's like a website where like you can open a storefront. And I think they only take like a small fee. Which like it doesn't have like the reach that Etsy has, but like it keeps it like directly connected and relevant to what I'm doing here. So kind of a plus. And like I don't think they take as much in fees as Etsy does. 'Cause Etsy takes like 25%. That's kind of ridiculous. Like I think 10 to 15% is more than enough for them to take, but they still take like 25%. Which like is fine for certain types of makers, but like somebody that's doing what I'm doing, not so much. If you're doing like a quickly produced, low cost craft, then like you're selling like large orders, then yeah, you're gonna be fine with 25% being taken from you. But I'm not quite there yet. Or I'm not making that kind of merchandise. But it would be really fun to have a little like portal or whatever where I can sell my paintings. And we're hanging out here, and I'm like, I got all these paintings. Go check them out. And right there, nobody has to ask about like prices or anything. It's all right there for them. If they want to buy it, right there for them to do so. I think that would be really cool. Just out here trying to be a working artist. without all the hubbub of galleries and stuff. I don't really feel like I'm a gallery artist anyway. I never really felt like I fit in those types of places. I would try, but like it just wasn't right for some reason. Like I would try and paint stuff for galleries, and like I always felt like I was like putting my creativity in the back seat and like thinking too much about what a gallery wanted. You like the background? I really cannot wait until I can upgrade this camera mounting system. Every time I see the camera shake. Yeah, the background is really good. I think I want to go over it another time. Like just another layer. There's a couple thin spots. But I think it's gonna work out like really, really good with her vibrant colors on her dress and the like, crisp colors of the flowers. When I paint those, it's gonna work really good. And painting the Triforce to look like some sort of stone was really fun. I had initially thought that I wanted to paint it some sort of like gold, but then I was like, no, because her armor and stuff is like her shoulder pieces, they're gonna be gold. So I wanted something that would contrast with the gold. The Triforce looks good. I found something kind of interesting last night. I was looking for something to like relax to and watch on Amazon. I was trying to like wind down for bed. and they've done a reboot of Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. And I mean, they definitely like put like a, I guess like a new age inclusive spin on it. And I thought like maybe I would have a problem with it because it wouldn't be like in keeping with the original writing. But turns out it doesn't bother me at all. Like they did it so well and they kept the, I guess like, torturedness of the character Louis that it honestly doesn't bother me because they kept like the really important things. I only watched the first episode because it's an AMC subscription and I don't have a subscription to AMC. Only the first episode was free. But it was nice to know that like it's nice to know that like Anne Rice's work is getting some attention again. Like just because she's gone doesn't mean that the fantasy of the world she created is gone. And I think that's really sweet. Because she's definitely like an author that got me into like the more mature side of fantasy fiction. So plus she's like New Orleans royalty or infamy, whichever you wanna pick. So I'm always gonna have that kind of like special spot in my heart for her for like cultural bias. Yeah, she passed away earlier this year. This was the first year they had the Lestat ball without her. Kind of sad that I never actually went to it before she passed away. Maybe I'll go to it when I'm like really old and I can go as one of the like old ladies from the witching hour. If they're still doing it when I'm an old lady. When I'm too old to care about social anxiety. That lives through everything already. I mean, she's been kind of off the radar for a while. She hasn't put out, a ton of new stuff, and the stuff that she put out later in life, it was like more religion focused. So, and when I say more religion focused, I mean more Christianity focused. So, I mean, she kind of, narrowed herself down and kind of put herself into a box. But that's what she was inspired by. That's what she wanted to write about. So that was the journey that she was on. tried getting into her books, but you had a difficult time getting through Interview with a Vampire. So you do respect her work and how impactful she was in the literature world. Yeah, I mean, Interview with a Vampire, it was like her, like, well, it wasn't her debut because Witching Hour was her debut, I think. But personally, I liked Vampire Lestat better than Interview with a Vampire. Interview with a Vampire, you're seeing an outside perception of Lestat, and you're seeing it from Louis's perspective, and Louis is depressing. He's a sad, tortured, broken soul. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to read somebody that's that miserable all the time, or to read from the perspective of a character that's that miserable all the time. So the struggle is definitely real with that one, and understandable. I mean, like, honestly, like, probably the best part of reading Interview with a Vampire is reading about Claudia. Like, I think she's what kind of makes that story. And, you know, the rare moments when Louis finds, like, intense beauty in the world and seeing things through his eyes that way. But everything else where he's just so miserable all the time is just one-way ticket to getting down in your feels down. You agree about Claudia, definitely. But honestly, my favorite Anne Rice book was, I mean, I liked Servant of the Bones. Servant of the Bones was good. And I mean, honestly, to really appreciate Servant of the Bones, you kind of have to read The Witching Hour first. It's been a long time, so you need to try and read it again. I would definitely recommend reading The Witching Hour. It looks like a long read, but it goes fast, especially if you read it on an audiobook. I've done both. And then my favorite out of the whole series, it's kind of a tie between Pandora and Memnoch the Devil. There's another one though. What was that guy's name? The one that's from Armand's perspective. Maybe it was just called Armand. I used to have that one too, and that one got. I lent 2 of my like early edition, Anne Rice books out, and then I never got them back. And I recently re-added one of them to my collection. The unfortunate part is that it's not available in a nice hardcover anymore. So I had to replace it with a mass market paperback. So that was kind of upsetting, but at least I have the title back if I want to go and pick it up and read it. Or reread it, I mean. And Memnoch the Devil, it sounds like an intimidating title, but all it is Lestat meets the devil, like the devil, and kind of goes on this like anti-hero conflict against the devil. It's Lestat's redemption story, really. Like in Vampire Lestat, you kind of like him, but he's still an asshole who does what he wants. But in Memnoch the Devil, he gets a real like reality check, and it's like a true soulful redemption for the character. Okay, I think this is that weird song that is just quiet for the last 30 seconds. You're gonna try and read The Witching Hour? It's been a long time. You need to try and read it again or listen to it as an audiobook. Yeah, like my most recent reads of The Witching Hour was audiobook. When I lived in South Carolina and I had a 50-minute commute in Hilton Head. Right now you're listening to 14 and you like it so far? What part are you at? Oscar just caught them peeling off the paint in their rooms. Ooh. Now, Oscar is the like super or like the guy that takes care of the building, right? What's the name of the tenant that they like don't really like? He's like really weird and like annoying and like always has like his nose stuck up about something. And he like has like a German name or he has like a German accent or something. When they peel the paint off of the walls, that's when they start finding like little doors or something in the walls or switches or buttons. Oscar's the manager of the building. Okay, yeah, I thought that was right. The other guy's name is slipping for you. Give you a sec. I can't remember if he was religious. He like has like a grandmother or an aunt that lives with him. The numbers and formulas. That's what it was. I hope I didn't give anything away. I'm not sure which character I'm talking about. Maybe you weren't paying attention to the book that closely. Sometimes you get confused when a lot of people are introduced when it comes to listening to audiobooks. Or just looks stunning. Those highlights are beautiful. Thank you. Trying to get a flesh tone mix because I don't really see anything that's not the next step other than flesh tones. Just need. I mean, I think I'm thinking of the right book. Hold on. My phone's way over. I think all the fur babies are taking a nap with their dad. Taking his nap for 24-hour duty. Okay. The Tenant of 14. Okay, let's see. Here. Bait Tucker, Speak, and it only gives you the three. What? I know there's more characters than that. Maybe if I put characters to Tenant. Come on, Google, don't let me down. The name of the guy who made the building. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the mutant cockroaches. The glow in the dark cockroaches. Oh my god. Let's see. Villain. It's gonna bug me for the rest of the night. Thanks for complimenting you on your videos. You're inspired to take out the camera again. Aww! I love that. That's good. Like I was, it was funny because we were talking about our glass scrapers on one of the last streams, and one of the videos that I watched that was yours today, you did like a what's in your easel little section. one of the things was your glass scraper, and I like it brought a smile to my face thinking about that. That's something that's on my to-do list after streaming today. Is I need to upload my VODs. Haven't done it in 2 streams. Okay, I think that's done. He's like really pale. Oh, hello, Mav. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that video. It must have been so boring. Thank you for taking the time to listen through all the ramble. No, it was fun. Like, I was getting the line work together for the next 3 paintings from this series, and I found that one of the sketches, the line mark was just gone. Like I must have merged it with a wrong layer or something. So I lost all the line work for one of the sketches I did for this painting, and so I had to like redraw all the line work for that painting. And while I was doing that, that's what was on. I was watching that video. So it wasn't boring. And yes, Matt, I hope you're doing good. What are you up to on this fine Friday? I had to like stop and remember what day of the week it was. I hope that's the right color to use. Kind of a weird set of skin tones. Okay. Because she's a video game character, and they just like color grabbed real skin tone. They're mixing theory. Debating whether or not to make poor financial decisions, aka go Black Friday shopping or Amazon. Honestly, I mean, if there's like something on Black Friday, like a specific item that you've been like waiting and like saving up for, then like I would just do it on Amazon. I like honestly, I don't do Black Friday shopping. Like I don't ever do it. I did it once with my mom when I was like 18 or 19, and it was terrifying, honestly. Like it's just not worth it. But like if there's like 1 or 2 items that you've been like saving up for, like a specific thing, I would say like just find out on Amazon. Waited for the iPad to dip in price for your little brother, and it didn't. Oof. Sales aren't worth it to you anymore, even cyber sales. Yeah, they're not. I mean, like it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like you have like a specific like date to look out for. But you still got him one. Aw. You just want a new monitor and maybe Airsoft. Brain go burr. Well, I'm glad that, like, even if, the sale that you were looking for didn't work out, I'm glad that you still got the gift you wanted to get for your little brother. That probably feels really good. I know that if I had the opportunity to do something like that for my brother, it would feel good. What kind of monitor are you trying to get? Probably like something really nice, I bet, like a gaming monitor that like does really fast, crystal clear stuff. I feel like if I was a gamer, like even then, I probably wouldn't even think about that kind of stuff. Like I would be improving stuff, and then there would be like a monitor that's just so inadequate, and I would never even like see it or pay attention to it. You've needed a new monitor for years. Oh, you want a good gaming and work monitor. I see. Yeah, I've got a 4K monitor and an ultra wide monitor. And the ultra wide, it's like supposed to be better than the 4K monitor that I have, but I just don't like it as much. Like I prefer the other one, the 4K monitor that I had at first before I got the ultra wide to go with it. Maybe they will have more sales available for Cyber Monday. That would be nice. There's definitely some like camera mounting stuff I'd like to try and look for. And they're not like huge big ticket items, so like I'm hoping that like they'll be like motivated to move their inventory and it'd be like a really good like 30-40% off or something. Like I'm glad that I have the ultra wide monitor, but like if there's a good opportunity to get a second one that's the 4K monitor that I have, then I would definitely take that opportunity. I'm excited to be able to launch and like connect my Throne account to this channel. There's just a few more things I have to add to it before it's ready. But I think it's gonna be like a cool addition to have. Kind of round me out as a streamer. Or at least as an art streamer, I should say. Especially with me wanting to add like hand screen printed merch items. I think that's definitely the next step, is getting those things that I can add and opening that Throne account so that I have a little storefront, an online storefront. Since we're talking about like online shopping and stuff. I think it'd be awesome too. Especially now that I got the funds from Floating Mango's commission, I have a little bit of something to invest back into the channel. Still waiting on the artist to get back with my emotes. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Like, I don't know how busy she is. But I mean, it's only been a week since I finished like all the like, I guess, like information that she needed to draw what I asked for. Because like I contacted her and like kind of like talked to her a little bit, and then she's like, okay, just need some pictures and like a few descriptions, like more details. And I got like really nervous about sending her everything. I don't know why I got nervous, but I did. And it took me like another like 3 or 4 days to actually send it to her. I just hope that like I get the emotes before everybody's like first little subs or whatever expire, so that everybody will have a chance to play with those before anybody loses current subs or anything. Sorry, I had to fix the mistake that you made with your painting. Do you need to repaint tomorrow. Oh, you were also pretty busy this week for that person, the one you're commissioning to do your emotes. Oh yeah, because of the holiday. Well, she kind of has like a really cool system. I mean, not that it like makes her any less busy than normal, but like she does like apparently she does everything like a month in advance. Like she does the next holiday a month early. So like right now she's actually working on Christmas stuff, even though it's November. Like, which is really smart. But I mean, like, I'm not like thinking about it as in like, oh, I wish you would hurry up, rah, 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 like rushing her or anything. Um, I'm just anticipating, like, excited. This is that song that always makes me think of Cozy Grove. I mean, like, I fully expect it to take, like a few weeks for her to get the emotes done. So I guess they probably won't be done before everybody's like first sub expires. Which that's my fault. That's on me. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do with some of the funds from Pretty Mango's commission was I wanted to gift another round of subs. But I mean, I might actually wait until my emotes actually get here. Oh, Faye, are you watching Wednesday on Netflix? Like the little like spin-off series from the Addams Family that's just about Wednesday. Wednesday Addams. I'm like 2 or 3 episodes into it. It's really freaking cute. I think it's good. I mean, there's like a couple like changes to some of the characters that I don't really like agree with, but I think it's fun. It was directed by Tim Burton, so I mean that should tell you something. Definitely a Tim Burton fan. Same. We could spit on the floor. Oh, he could spit on the floor and call it gold. Your brain will. Oh, I don't know if this one is a Tim Burton movie, but it's definitely something that any Tim Burton fan would probably like. I just want to look it up and make sure. Is it a Tim Burton film? No, it's not a Tim Burton. But Igor with John Cusack as the voice actor for Igor. You watched that one before? It's so cute. It's such a cute little creepy movie. My favorite character was always the rabbit. I could keep talking about Wednesday, but I don't want to like spoil anything since you haven't watched it yet. Like I don't want to like say anything about the characters and like my bias or like what I say like influence your opinion of the show. I think it's better to like watch everything with like a very clean perspective if you're watching it for the first time. In like some ways though, thank you. You'll try to get to it soon so we can talk about it. I will say this. In like a lot of ways, it kind of reminds me of the Netflix Sabrina reboot. It kind of reminds me of that sometimes. Like not like the characters or the story. But like just like the overall feel of the Sabrina reboot. It kind of feels like that to me. I don't know. It's like something I can't really put my thumb on. It's looking a little extra pink. You like the Sabrina reboot at first? Yeah, I thought it was fun at first, but somewhere around like I think like the 4th or 5th episode, I just kind of got turned off to it for some reason. I can't really remember why. Dylan actually watched more of it than I did. Difficult to root for Sabrina after a while. I don't know. I can't even remember what it was that I didn't like, but I don't know. It just seemed like the Sabrina of my childhood, she was like just as confused, but like more like sure of herself, like as a person. And like this Sabrina didn't have any of that to me. So I was just like, this is not for me. She became too powerful and it definitely went to her head. Oh, okay. Like the Sabrina of my childhood, she was like confused about like magic and like the rights and wrongs and do's and don'ts and stuff. But like as a person, she was very like sure of herself and like what she wanted. And like to lose that in the character was just kind of a heavy loss to take for me to continue watching the reboot. I mean, that's just my take on it. Oh, I see. Okay. She does get the personal confidence back, but at the cost of her likability. Yeah, it kind of sucks when a character who's supposed to be like in like a drawn out like journey or struggle gets like a trump card a little too early. Like, where do you go from there, you know? It doesn't mean it was a bad show though. I definitely think like it has like a very like appealing aesthetic. But that wasn't enough to keep me hooked on its own at least. Me too. I was kind of disappointed that like her aunts that take care of her, like they seemed a lot more like bad and broken. Cuz like in like the older ones that I used to watch when I was younger, like the ants were so funny and like loving. Aunts grow and you love that they were developing as characters. Oh, okay. I maybe I should have just given it more of a chance than what I did. Which is pretty much what all my friends told me when they were watching it, was that like I gave up on it too soon. But I'm stubborn. There's a lot of character development with all the characters. Yeah, I kind of like figured it was gonna be like that with the like witches that like don't like her at first. The like trio of witches at the like witch school or whatever. Like I could kind of see that like see it coming, I guess, for them. Because like they made them like seem like the mean girls, and then like they started showing like little glimpses of vulnerability for them. And I was like, oh, it's not just a show about one girl. Which like can like play in favor of some shows. Like, oh, it's a well-rounded story with, you know, multiple plot characters. But sometimes it just spreads everything too thin. For me, it was only Sabrina that we were having issues with. A lot of people disagree. We tried again. Don't let my opinion, or don't let your opinion ruin it for me. I'll think about it. I'm like really bad at like branching out on what I'm watching. Like I'm a chronic rewatcher. Will rewatch the same stuff repeatedly before trying a new show. I'm also just really bad at like taking like entertainment recommendations. Like a lot of times somebody will recommend a book or a movie or a TV show, and even if I was already thinking about watching or reading or whatever, because it was recommended to me, I won't want to look at it. Like by far probably one of my most toxic traits. And then I'll get all like disappointed that there's nothing on that I want to watch that I haven't already watched. I'll get bored eventually. I mean, a lot of it has more to do with the fact that I just want something that I can put on in the background that is something that I like, but something that I can like tune in and out of. You rewatch a lot of movies. Kyle is like that too. You recommend something, he ends up not watching something. um, but like a lot of the times, instead of like I want something that I like in the background that I can tune in and out of, but I don't want it to be like too repetitive. Like I like the comfort of things that are familiar. And I'm always like getting distracted or like, you know, like trying to make something or like draw or paint or I'm not doing those two things and cleaning something probably. But like it's hard to like be productive and do all those things when it's just total silence or when it's something brand new that I haven't seen that I'm trying to like. So that's the biggest reason why I rewatch stuff. Even whenever I'm like literally like just sitting somewhere, it's probably because I'm drawing something on my tablet. So I still need something familiar that I don't have to pay attention to on. I want to like fit so close to this canvas because it's so tiny, but I can't because of the lighting camera situation in here. Like especially for people that watch on like their phone or their tablet at night. If I like lean forward into the light, then like the brightness on their screen is just kind of like Honestly, like, the biggest problem is the light that I shine on my painting to see. If it weren't for that light, it wouldn't be an issue. But that light is so bright and so white. But if it's anything less than what it is, then I can't, like, see what I'm doing to paint. So I need, like, a different light, I guess. And, like, I could be like, "Oh, well, I'll just tilt the light away from me and more towards the painting." If I do that, it's, like, shining directly into the camera that's looking at me. Maybe if I had, like, still lights? I don't know. Not that it particularly matters anyway because, like, I only have a little bit that I can reinvest into the stream right now, so I can only theorize before I'm able to actually, figure out a concrete solution. Here we are again with a tiny face and a tiny nose. Barely even a break in between tiny faces and tiny noses. Yep, I am definitely a masochist. I keep doing this to myself. Not being able to lean forward probably makes me like a stronger painter in the long run. It's just frustrating. I'm sure if I leaned forward, I wouldn't be able to like look at the painting as a whole, which is bad. I mean, I'm trying to maintain good posture. There's actually a chair I want to get that's supposed to help especially for people like me that can't sit like a normal person who like has to sit with their feet under them or just can't sit in a chair like a regular functioning person for whatever reason. It's called a what's it called? Something something meditation chair. It's sunrise or sunshine or I looked it up earlier today. Huh, there's like different companies making the BU chair. Oh, here it is. The Piper song. I don't know how I got sunshine or sunrise out of that. The Piper song meditation office chair. It's like a chair that has like a second seat, so you can sit like on a meditation pillow, but it's an office chair. So you can sit cross-legged without like putting strain on your knees and your hips. And then the back of it swivels all the way around. You can like lean forward on the back of it and like have your feet up and everything. It's a really cool chair. And the BU chair is a chair that transforms into 10 different configurations. So there's like almost limitless ways you can sit on it. And that one does like a little bit more, but it's not as like widely available. But like the reason I don't just have those chairs is because they're like $300 something chairs. Also, the BU chair was like mostly only available to Kickstarter. And as cool as Kickstarter is, I just don't trust it. Like, Dylan's been burned by it before, like, invested in like prototypes and then like never got anything. Like, even though they were like, we're sending it to you now, here's the tracking info and everything. And then like the thing just never got there. You'd actually need to make sales with your art to justify buying a chair like that, but it sounds amazing. Poor Dylan. Yeah, it sucks. And I relate to that on the chair situation. Like, I've only made money off of like a couple of my paintings, which is crazy that I mean, I've invested in my art setup, but I did most of it when I was working some sort of job. Like now that I'm not working, I'm not investing in my art setup. But like I've got it developed to a point that it's like really nice. So like I just need little small investments to make the stream better. Which is just gonna take time. Gotta keep streaming, you know? What do we do? We stream. Actually, I wanna look up how much the like Blick art supplies screen printing kit. I want the one that comes with drawing fluid and resistor fluid, not the one that's the stencil with the UV exposure. Ah, maybe this one has the 2 jars of stuff. Okay, you get 10 by 14 screen, squeegee, fabric ink, dot photo emulsion remover. You do get drawing fluid, but you don't get blocking or resistor fluid. It might just be better to buy the physical digital. 'Cause I'm not gonna use UV emulsion. Although maybe I should learn how to use it because some of my painting sketches can get a little intricate. Might be hard to do that with drawing fluid. I don't know. You know, I thought it was going to be hard drawing the card for Ganon. It is even harder to draw the card for Urbosa. She's only a featured character in the one game, so there's only like one version to pull inspiration from. Which also means that there's not like a ton of like reference images of her. But I finally got like a decent anatomical sketch of her finished last night. I just have to like draw her clothes and like her environment and her face. like Ganon, there's like multiple versions of him across the multiple games. But I like made it extra hard on myself because I wanted to draw the newest version where he's like a mummy in Tears of the King. But like with all the other like versions of him, I was able to like hodgepodge some like inspiration and get it done. Plus, like people have done like a ton of like 3D models of his newest version, and I was able to like use that as a good reference. Like somebody out there made a 3D model of him so that they could 3D print little dehydrated mummified Ganons. It is funny though, after they released that trailer of Tears of the King where you get little glimpses of him, people made these like fan art sketches of what he must have looked like before he was like mummified, or like if there was like a way to like restore him, and like everybody's making these jokes about how like you can't beat this glow up and stuff. It's so cute. It's hilarious. Because they draw him like a male Gerudo. Because that's what he is. That's his race. He was a Gerudo. But like in the fashion of like Breath of the Wild's Gerudo, where they're these like fabulous copper skinned beautiful people from the desert. I'm curious to see how like fast I would move in a painting if I was painting like larger. I have no idea how I would film any of it for the stream. That's like the biggest advantage to painting smaller, is that it's easier to put on the stream. Like if I was painting something big off of an easel, I can only imagine that I would have to like have a camera on a tripod, and I would have to like constantly be vigilant that I didn't like walk into it or bump it or something. You need to get back into Breath of the Wild. I highly recommend it. It is such a cute, fun, beautifully done game. And like it definitely has its challenges, but at the same time it can be very relaxing. I'm a little bit discouraged from playing it on stream from the last time because apparently I play it so slow, according to some people. No, the game. Play it so slow. I mean, I am a slow painter in my opinion, but that's not the part we were talking about. Other people can go eat a sandwich. I don't see the fun in playing games so fast. Me either. And I definitely kind of went on a rant about that, but go eat a sandwich. I love you, Faye. Thank you for saying that. That's actually one of Dylan's nicknames because it's kind of like a pun or like a rhyme on part of his name. Definitely. I agree. Plus, like, I mean, like what I said the first time about how, like, the game developers put, like, so much time and effort into every aspect of that game, and there's so much of it that you're gonna miss out on because you want to play it in record time. Like, it takes hours and hours to make, like, just one component in that game sometimes. Because, like, that game was originally, like, made or animated or whatever. Like, the framework for it is built in a program called Unity. And I've learned how to use Unity before. So I know, like, the basics of how it works and, like, how labor intensive it can be. Take a moment to enjoy the graphics. Yes. But, like, taking a digital imaging class and learning how difficult it is to animate stuff in a game, like, that was what told me that the digital industry is probably not for me. Like, it is not enough to be passionate about art to be able to tolerate creating day in and day out in a digital environment. Like, that's a whole other breed of artist. A whole other, like, very special, very unique, very determined breed of artist. worked with Unity too for a brief time for class. The physics killed you when it came to interacting with objects. I know, right? Like the nail in the coffin for me was the coding unit that we had to study for Unity. Like doing the coding was it. That was the last nail in that coffin. Like all those like if then statements or whatever, just ugh. Like I found a new respect for people that do computer programming or coding. Like I thought that I already had like a pretty healthy respect for people in that industry, but I definitely had like a more appreciative respect for them. Forgot about the coding. Probably so traumatized that you blocked it out of your memory. For real. 100% get that. Like, I felt so much like a fish out of water trying to learn that. It was crazy. And like, I kept having like flashbacks of my high school physics teacher trying to teach me binary code and me having fucking panic attacks because it's fucking computer language. Like, math as a language, that is literally my worst nightmare. I'm still laughing at Go Eat a Sandwich. Little nose. Your little nose is so hard to do. So I can't remember if I have a rage emote in the emotes that I commissioned, But now I kind of want to have a rage emote that is me like throwing a sandwich at somebody. Just because you said that. Like the best insight. So Instagram kind of has me like a little bit messed up because I made a reel that was the one that's like, do it, serve everyone sandwiches, who bring their crankiness to the safe place. Yes. And like, just to like help it like translate to people that are kind of new, I'll probably just call it like a knuckle sandwich emote, even though it's me throwing a literal sandwich. I'll just label it knuckle sandwich. But Instagram kind of has me like a little bit messed up because I made a reel that was the one that's like you're married to your phone background or lock screen. And I like made that like as like a joke just to like kind of like be cute at Dylan. And that freaking reel has like 480 likes. And my art videos have like 5, 10, like I have one that got like 100. I'm like, why am I not getting this kind of activity on videos that show my art? What the heck is wrong with people? You're looking at the wrong thing, people. Need to make more reels too, unfortunately. You did 920 views and 40 likes for your last one about your messy space. Congrats on the likes on my last reel, even if it has nothing to do with art. Well, it's just like the one that's like show your like background on your phone or your lock screen, and it's like you're married to it. How bad is it? Like some people have some like really random stupid stuff in their background, but it's just a picture from our wedding day. So like I am married to my lock screen and it's great. But like I just keep getting like continuous like bling 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 on my phone from that reel, and I'm like, oh, somebody liked one of my art videos. I'm like, oh no, it's just a video about the picture that's my wedding day on my phone. I'm just hoping that like it just like at least half of those people are like at least clicking on my profile and maybe even just looking at my art. I can feel me being talked about or thought of. Have you been summoned? I was just talking about that ridiculous reel that I made to like try and get a smile out of you. And now it's like completely like skewed the focus of my Instagram account. Because all the activity is on that video instead of the purpose of the account. Content is weird, random things. Apparently so. Like I can only figure it has something to do with like the algorithm and like the audio that I use being like sort of trending audio, or that like it's like an Instagram trend to make that video or whatever. You have been summoned. It is super windy outside. I can hear it through my earphones over my music. When do you have to leave to go back to duty? Oh, okay. Are you gonna try and go back to sleep and get some more rest, or are you just gonna hang out? I don't know how much longer this little tiny brush of mine. Hold on. I feel like if I tried to like dig the paint out of it, it might actually get rid of those last like 5 bristles. I'm gonna go outside to fight the wind, defend the house. Don't worry. You're crazy. If anybody needs to be defended from the wind, it's Mabel. If you put her outside right now, she'd have a panic attack. So like, it's gonna eat me. The wind's gonna eat me. I promise that's what Mabel would think. The neighbor's stuff? Are you sure it's just not our trash cans? Because they are on that wall over there on that side. Closer to you. Hopefully he'll get more rest. I don't know. He might go back to sleep. You never can tell with him sometimes. And this is when these paintings get. Did you watch American Horror Story? Like any of those today? I know you're a spooky girl like me. Forgot which season you left off on. Okay, well, which ones do you remember? Because the first one was just the haunted house, and then excuse me. The second one was the insane asylum, and then the third one was the New Orleans witch house, and then the fourth one was the circus in Florida, and the fifth one was the like haunted reenactment season. It was all about the Roanoke myth or legend. So, okay, so you watched like almost all of them. That means that you need to get caught up on the summer camp slasher season and the season that's like about like aliens in Cape Fear or something. That's the one that I haven't watched. And I only watched a couple of the ones that were the like American Horror Stories, the like ones that not every season is a new story, but every episode is. I only watched a couple. I don't know how her right eye ended up being smaller than her left eye. I have to watch the summer camp because I did watch a few episodes. Oh, rewatch the summer camp because you did watch a few episodes of that, but didn't finish it. Forgot about most of the details. Kyle doesn't watch it with you, and you have a difficult time watching new things on your own. Oh, okay. Is there something about the American Horror Story series that he doesn't like? I know it's not for everybody. I can't get my mom to watch it, and she likes scary movies too. My mom gets like uncomfortable with anything that has like too much like, I guess, like graphic sexual content, and like American Horror Story is too much in her opinion. Even though like compared to some of the stuff that's out there, it's compared to the stuff in the 80s when like censorship was non-existent, like it's not that bad. He doesn't think it's really that scary. It's more drama than scary, according to him. Okay. I mean, I never really felt like they were like that scary to me either. But it's more disturbing. That's, to me, that's where the horror is that it's like watching like a horrible event happening in front of you, but you don't want to stop watching it. It's just very disturbing. He's wrong, but that's okay. I mean, like if I imagine myself in those situations, yeah, I'm definitely fucking scared. But to watch the show as a viewer, it's more disturbing than scary for me. Oh, while I was scrolling through Amazon last night looking for something to like veg out to while I like worked on some drawings on my tablet, I noticed that Human Centipede is a trending horror film again. Like, what is wrong with people? That is the Pandora's box of disturbing horror cinema. Like that's one of those things that once you know it exists, you don't want to ever be reminded of it. It's disgusting. That was like the era of horror films where it was, let's try and find the limit of what people will watch. Like that is the corridor that nobody had any business going down. Oh, I was so disappointed that it was trending on Amazon. I feel like she's got fuller lips than that, but I just can't seem to make him look. Okay, I kind of fixed it. I have to wait for that layer of her face to dry, though. I can't do anymore. It's just going to be a smeared, muddy mess. Yeah, I'm going to wait for her face to dry, and then I can put in her eyes and do the second layer. I can still do her ears. Little elfin ears. And since I'm going to have to do a second layer anyway, I can do it You and me. I mean, if you just wanted like the company, we could just do like a voice chat. Not that I would judge any of those things, because up until about 2 days ago, like my house was atrocious. Like everything had just kind of like stacked up on itself because I was focused on getting this painting started, and then the old computer went kaput, and we had to do like a mad dash to get it replaced. And finally, I had like a day to set everything right again. Oh, and our washer's been acting up, so like our laundry got kind of backed up. But I did like a whole like deep clean on our washer. I think it might be okay now. We got like one of those HE washing machines, like the first one I've ever had. And like they need to just like skip the E and go for an M for high maintenance because shit's ridiculous. It, nothing bothers me. I mean, that's all up to you. I'm chill either way. I know that people have lives that are busy and that shit happens, and you know, I'm the last one to judge clutter or disorganization or boxes for that matter. So, like our last house, we didn't have room to fully unpack. So, like for like a whole like year, or year and a half, we lived with like unpacked boxes around because we didn't have the space to unpack our entire house. There were just things that we didn't have space for. I, so far, no other like stream hiccups. Thank you so much. I love you too. Let's see. Ooh, our little decorative band at the bottom of the dress. I'm like almost completely skipping it. It's like gold with some like little like white dots across it. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like switched it by accident. It was supposed to be gold and then like a little line of pink in the middle, and then like the more gold and pink with the white dot. I think I'm just gonna. What? He's like talking on a game. Henry. Hi. Hi, buddy. big flaps. Does Mimi, does she like flop on the ground when she's really happy? Like she like throws her like head and shoulder down. Kyle's grandmother passed away a few months ago. I don't know. I mean, it's just another part of life. And we are moving into her old place and trying to make it your own. Oh, okay. I see. My grandmother's trying to move out of her house. She's trying to sell her place. She had a fall not that long ago, and now, you know, we're all kind of like, oh, maybe you shouldn't live on your own. So they almost got it sold, and then the buyers decided that there was too much renovation that needed to happen. They backed out on her. Oh, hey, where's it at? Buried under everything. A lot of renovations need to happen here too. 20 years of neglect. We don't blame her. She was by herself for a long time. Yeah. I mean, like, my grandma, she's like had like a couple things here and there done. Like she kept having problems with her water heater. And it was like the second or third water heater that had been in that house. So she just went ahead and was like, you know what, I'm done with this. She put an electric water heater in. And then she had something else done. Oh, her like electrical panel was like a rat's nest from my grandpa, like splicing into it for a bunch of random stuff. And it just looked really, really bad and didn't look safe. So she had that redone. And there was like a couple like other like little things here and there that she's had done to it, but like it's still like a 60-year-old house. So, and like doesn't have central air and heat. The kitchen is like teeny tiny, and like the layout in general is just kind of strange, and like it doesn't have like nearly enough windows because my grandpa was like, you have more windows and you gotta like heat and cool it more. So he like would hardly like let her put any windows in when they built the house. She had to fight for every window. Just like things like that. There's one room in that house that used to be like my very first art studio. And for some reason at the time, I thought it was an amazing idea to paint it with this like red stone textured paint. And like now looking back, it's bad. It's so bad. Like do you remember that old home renovation show called Trading Spaces. If you remember that show or like at any point ever saw it, like I swear to God, we're like somehow the same person. Who'd you just trip over? Okay. So you remember some of the like truly just redonkulous designs and like those like design choices that used to come out of that show? Because it was like two neighbors designing each other's space. It wasn't even like really the designers. The designers were just like guiding hands for like the like craftsmanship. Well, it was something kind of like that. A lot of poor decisions that were bad design choices, but like done kind of well. It was like that. It was definitely like a statement move, and it did not play out well. Especially with like hindsight, it's so. There was this circus looking room where the walls were painted yellow and thick red stripes with green carpet. I mean, not that bad, but as far as like garish colors, yeah, that's how bad it was. See, at the time, I was like obsessed with this like Moroccan aesthetic, you know, like the brass tin lamps and the like deep sultry colors and like pillows. Just obsessed. And for whatever reason, I just knew that paint and that texture would give me that aesthetic that I was obsessed with. And in reality, it just gave us a really strange colored room. But yeah. Just because I'm an artist does not mean that I have always been great at making design choices. But I definitely learned from those mistakes. Oh, Mabel. Hello. You want to be a painter? Look at you. Painter Mabel. Oh, the camera's all blurry. I can't see you. Focus on the Mabels. There it goes. Painter Mabels. Painter Mabels. just now learning how to decorate a room and you stink at makeup. No. You don't look like you're that bad at makeup from your YouTube channel. Like from what I've seen on your face. Can I have my chair back? So I can paint? Why are you being so cute? Can I have my chair back? She's just refusing to get out. Can I have my chair back? Okay. Here. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Roxy, let her down. Roxy was like purposely standing in her way so that she could like, no. It's Mabel's stream now. Yeah. The tail wag. She's so she needs an art hat. a little beret. Mabel will be the cutest as an artist. Where's her art hat? Don't let them fool you. They all ate. Yeah, definitely. She did that to me yesterday morning. You'd already fed them their breakfast kibble. And she like went in there and like brought me to her food bowl. And was like doing her little nose points and snorting at me. I was like, wait, did you feed them already? And you did. Especially Mabel will be the cutest. Like, hey, I need the food. She's a little chow hound. She sneaks and like gets seconds from her sister's bowl sometimes. Because Roxy, she's a snacker. Likes to snack on her food. Except for dinner time. They eat up that wet food. Gobble it up. She takes after you. Yeah, y'all are both chow hounds. Thanks for the stretch. I needed it. Mimi attacks your feet. If you take too long to feed her, she's not cute at all. Oh, Mimi. These cards are gonna look so good as a set. It's like her mama when she's hungry. Both turn into hangry goblins. Oof. Same. Dylan can attest to that. Like there's like literally those videos that's like the before and after you feed your wife or girlfriend or your female companion, whatever. And I literally fit into that stereotype. You're not trying to get trapped? No comment. Oh, come on. We're literally admitting to it. There's no trap. I swear. Especially that video that the girl is up in the corner on the ceiling like a demonic entity. Oh my god. That one is definitely like the internal illustration of what's happening. For sure. You has nuggies? I think that's what she says. But back to what I was saying when Mabel had hijacked my chair. I saw like a couple glimpses of your makeup on your YouTube vlog, and the makeup you were wearing was really cute. I think you're fine. Got a pupperito over there while you take another quick nap. I'm guessing she's like all 4 feet in the air right next to you. She does. Or she's on top of your pillow. That's her 2 like favorite sleeping positions. On her back, right next to Dylan, or on his pillow, or on his chest. Oh, it's my dog. Oh yeah, she's definitely the snuggle bug. You're welcome. Roxy keeps burping on you? Yeah, she's kind of burpy after dinner. I think it's because like they lap up their wet food so quick. I think they like kind of inhale it a little bit, and they like get a fair amount of air with it. You laugh because you know, yeah. She'd be making them hot burps right on you. Dangerous times. Mimi places her butt on your face when you wake up in the morning. Apparently, it means that cats trust you when they do that. They are showing you their friendliness, but I can do without that kind of friendliness. Yeah, Henry likes to show his forbidden Cheerio a lot too. Save you. Mabel is trying to suffocate you. You can't give her enough attention when you lay on the couch and she's on your chest. It was nice knowing you. Surrender to your fate. Henry shoved that thing to the floor. The little hand covering the mouth emoji. He'll be like, "Oh, hey, thanks for the pets. Look at my butt. Wait, stop petting me. Oh, why stop petting me?" Yeah, he does. Like he like walks up, he gets all friendly, gives you his head, and then like immediately just spins around, just butt poking the butt up. He really really like butt scritches, and you like scratch them by the bottom of their tail. He really really loves that. A rough time out here sometimes. And like booty pats. He loves booty pats. He melts for booty pats. With the burping and King Henry's Forbidden Cheerio. I can imagine. Yep, hot thick burps and Forbidden Cheerios. Really in the trenches of disgusting pet affection. Mabel tries to steal your beer or overload her cuteness for your plate of food, but you never give in. She may get a fry or two, but that's it. Her and her little stinky butt. Well, I guess since he decided to end up going back for another nap anyway, I'll probably just stay and hang out. Oh, Sweet Karma's live. Although I might need to call it so my average doesn't drop down. Lucky Mimi doesn't insist on eating human food. She only cares for her tiny bit of yogurt and rice. We offered her meat. She rejects it all. We should rate her. I would if it wasn't just you and Dylan. I'm definitely tempted to like keep hanging out, but once I finish the trim on the bottom of this, I'm gonna call it for tonight's stream. Like, I don't want like my average to get bad and like the algorithm to like push me down. I don't want to have to like think about that kind of stuff, like, make decisions for the stream like that. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm probably gonna like go over to her stream and watch her while I prep my next couple paintings. We'll hang out with her. Kind of like we're raiding separately. Okay. Yep. I think that's if you want to pick me up on my offer, need to figure out some things because you work in the middle of the living room and sometimes Kyle is playing video games behind you. It's cool, whatever's convenient. If like, you know, it's not like an easy way to do it. I don't want to like cause a bunch of strife for you in the middle of the night. We can just like hang out on a voice chat on our earbuds or something cool. I was probably just gonna like put my phone in my little goose mount phone mount and we could do like video chat on Discord off my phone or something. Probably do. I mean, if we were gonna do video, which yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the stream right now. You can like DM me or whatever on Discord, whatever you decide. Video chat on the phone might work better. All right. I will see or hear you in a little bit then. Didn't think of that message later. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good night. Adjust my mic. Open the threshold a little so the volume fluctuates at times, but you can fix it for the next stream. Okay. Thanks, babe. Thanks for hanging out during the stream. Oh, that's not the right scene. Okay, that's weird.